Hello and welcome back to another video on book summary. In today's video we are going to talk about a very fascinating novel, that is The Giver by Lois Lowry. So don't forget to watch the video till the end. The book highlights the experience of an 11-year-old boy named Jonas. He lives in a place called Community. In the community, there's no color, no crime, no war, no emotions, no love, and no music. People living in the community are away from actual happiness. Everything is controlled in the community: population, residential space, climate, and all. It is a mediocre place to live, but no one is sad. In fact, to whom will you marry, your childbirth, your job is also controlled. Everyone experiences the sameness, but everyone is satisfied. If one breaks rules, he or she is been released from the community and they are killed. A public ceremony is conducted where the children are assigned their jobs when the child turns 12 years old. It was Jonas's time to get into a profession. Hence, Jonas is assigned to the most important job, that is, receiver of memory. If there is no receiver of memory, then the sameness of the community is not achieved, and that is why the receiver of memory is considered as the most important job. Jonas gets training from the old receiver of memory, who is recognized as the giver. In his training, Jonas experiences love, emotions, music, dance, snow, sunshine, sunburn, death, war, killing, and all experiences of humanity. He gets disappointed after experiencing the reality about the world. He feels sad because the people living in the community are not aware of such wonderful experiences and the freedom of choice. In the community, it was allowed to have only one girl and one boy child in the family. However, Jonas's father was a nurturer and brought a sick baby in the family, and his name was Gabriel. If the baby does not get healthy within a year, he will be released from the community. Jonas's family was taking care of Gabriel. Jonas's and Gabriel's eyes were similar in color, while most of the people had dark eyes. Soon, Jonas realizes that Gabriel possesses the same characteristics and is also capable of receiving memories. Jonas's father decides to release Gabriel. As soon as Jonas came to know that Gabriel is going to be released, he plans with the giver to save the child and run away from the border of memory so that the memories can be released into the community. However, Jonas successfully crosses the border of memory. As they leave the community area of climate control, they experiences the joys of nature, wildlife, cold, and starvation. So hello, this is Kaushal Jain and I hope you enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed reading this book, hope you too will enjoy. I was much confused when reading the first two chapters and it took me 2 weeks to complete the novel and getting to know what's going in the plot, because the concept of the book is quite unique. It requires a certain level of maturity to understand the story, but hats off to Lois Lowry. She describes everything so amazingly that people would love to read the novel again and again. I feel there should be a second edition of The Giver, because the movie ends, the movie not, the plot ends like a cliffhanger which is unclear. We need to know what happens when the community receives the memories of the world. In fact, a movie is also been filmed, but I'm quite disappointed after watching the movie because I didn't get the deep internal feeling while watching the movie. So reading The Giver is a much better option, and I would recommend this book to all, especially to those who would like to think on individuality. So that's all for today. See you in my next video. Till then, goodbye. Keep reading.